You guys are flying. You're going over 100 miles an hour down the metro.
Can I please get a warning? Please. But if I was a cop and the person told me, I'll be like, I might have slapped him like, and I want to give you.
I don't want to slap
so fucking bad. But you told me that your license,
Here's my
you just
thing,
got your license back. I ain't gonna get
I've
your
seen
license.
one too many bodies.
I promise I won't do it again.
I've seen one too many bodies, man. You know how many of those,
Young Thug's legal troubles continue as Atlanta police have reportedly targeted him shortly after his release from jail. This comes just after an interview where he addressed his ongoing feud with Gunna, raising speculation about federal involvement.
I just like to help people, you know.
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah. I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
Young Thug's legal troubles show no signs of slowing down. Just after his release from jail and an interview addressing his fallout with Gunna, Atlanta police and federal agents reportedly began targeting him once again. The situation appears to connect with his latest track, Money on Money featuring Future, where he raps pointed lyrics like Brody you a rat, Twin you a pack, and these guys telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friends. Fans believe these bars are a direct shot at Gunna, referencing the controversial 2022 plea deal Gunna signed. At the time, Young Thug learned about the deal in court the following day, visibly frustrated, seen banging his head on the table, unable to speak to Gunna directly. Now, after his release, it seems Thug's actions, and especially his lyrics, may land him back behind bars. A viral tweet summed it up. I'm sorry, but there's no way Young Thug stays out of jail while also being a rapper. The lyrics you need to use to keep fans engaged break his probation every time. DJ Akademiks echoed this concern earlier, saying the terms of Thug's release seem designed to make him fail. Akademiks warned it's all a setup to send him back to prison, possibly for 20 years.
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. Well, he's always gonna talk about him and his is doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, yo, me is like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about it. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.
But things truly spiraled after a bombshell report surfaced. Whack 100 claimed he has 2 hours of footage showing Gunna allegedly telling on Young Thug during an interrogation. The explosive revelation sent social media into a frenzy, with many now convinced that the feds are gearing up to launch another major case against YSL.
I'm gonna give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm gonna give you some time though, Gunna, for you to go ahead on and confess. Confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation? Yeah. Guess who got it? 2 hours? Boy, you was in there talking more than Hurricane Katrina. The only thing he did wrong was let him record him. You know what I'm...
Young Thug would eventually address the situation, hopping on a brief Instagram Live where he shared some surprising words. But noticeably, he didn't mention a single name.
I think I miss you.
I miss you too. What you doing?
Nothing, bored. You don't like him?
No, if I'm up in the room.
Cause you was being mean. He felt your energy.
Man, I don't even play. I fly all the way to LA. Is that?
As the internet erupted with speculation, DJ Akademiks added fuel to the fire by leaking that Young Thug had been making multiple phone calls to fellow rappers from behind bars, urging them to stay away from Gunna while he was still locked up.
These are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to all. He sent a message to Dirk, Baby. There's a few other rappers I just won't call their names, just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not fucking with Gunna, speaking out. They're chilling away. Thug got out. Gunna kind of hot. Ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but
as with this then going viral online, Young Thug knew he had to respond again, hopping on another Instagram live for a very short period, just laughing.
I'm on live. I just jumped on here to let you ladies know that yes, a goat can go live. Whoa! What's up? Who up right now? What's up? Who up right now?
Amid all the back and forth, the world seemed to stand still when shocking news broke. The head of Georgia's PD Council gang unit announced that their office is preparing to defend against a possible RICO case involving 4PF. Official paperwork reportedly name drops Lil Baby, sending shockwaves through the industry. What made the situation even more alarming was what came out during a court hearing. Police revealed that wiretapped phone calls are part of the evidence. An investigator took the stand and stated, "We are now listening to the calls," and one disturbing detail stood out. Someone allegedly claimed Lil Baby had tickets on people's heads, a phrase implying he was putting money on individuals to have them dealt with, drawing eerie comparisons to Lil Durk's rumored murder-for-hire allegations. Want this formatted for a narration, caption, or news-style breakdown?
Like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even like that, man. Them got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unc, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders?
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Harm. Or
and who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
Now, reactions from the rap world started pouring in. First Young Thug, and now Lil Baby. Many began sounding the alarm, claiming Atlanta's rappers are being strategically targeted by the same DA. "Y'all Atlanta rappers better be careful," one post read, pointing out that this is the very same district attorney who led the charge against Young Thug, and also the same one who accepted Gunna's controversial plea deal. The situation escalated quickly when a major update hit the news. Lil Baby has been taken into county jail for questioning in connection with the deaths of Jackery Davis and Lamont Freeman. Authorities reportedly questioned why Lil Baby abruptly shut down 4PF operations shortly after the crime occurred, raising even more suspicion.
Police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of two 13-year-olds, and a $50,000 reward is being offered for more information. So far, 7 people have already been arrested.
Between the bullets, it was nothing but bullets, pop, 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 pop.
At least 25 shots fired.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was just a concert. I was waiting for Lil Baby to come by my taco.
It was later announced that Lil Baby revealed the reason behind shutting down his record label, 4PF, claiming he did it to avoid the label being classified as a street gang. However, the move raised eyebrows, as many felt he went about it in the most suspicious way possible, fueling even more speculation around the case.
Pockets Full had to come to an end, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because all shit that be going on, and I had to start learning that, like, other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first, you know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't.
Right.
Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police, it's just period, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that